Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I was just made aware by Ringside News that sadly we have lost ECW legend Sabu, who has now passed away at 60 years old. Ringside News and some other dirt sheets are breaking the news right now, and it's very sad news because, you look back at Sabu's legendary career in hardcore wrestling and ECW, and this guy, without a doubt, was a major name, and he was one of those talents that really did not need a lot of titles to really cement his legacy, because he was always about really putting on these awesome, death-defying matches, and he could really make every match just seem like it's more amazing, and he had this unique, unorthodox style, and he was always someone who you just never, ever could predict was going to do next. He didn't have that staleness to him. He didn't have that thing about him that other talents sometimes face with being the same predictable type of persona and doing the same moveset. Sabu was really part of a generation of talents that at the time really did not have a lot of help in terms of care and injuries in wrestling. It's at a point when ECW, the original ECW, was really big in its day, and we had WCW and WWE. And ECW was always like that renegade promotion that everybody knew was just not your typical wrestling company in terms of what the other ones brought. It was always about a variety of things, and it always made it different than most. And that's what made it work. And Sabu and Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn and Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman, so many others, New Jack, all these people that represented that company, and Sabu was part of that. And I saw some of the most insane matches I have ever seen in my life, but that was the whole point of a Sabu and the talents from that promotion. And Sabu was always one of these people, like, again, you never got tired of seeing him. You always loved to see him because you knew he was going to do some crazy stuff. That, to me, right there was what a true pro is, and it makes him definitely a legend because the kind of talent he was, you couldn't predict it, and he never got stale, and he always did stuff. And you find yourself really looking at like, wow, like, does this guy ever run out of stuff to do? But he was always thinking fast, and he was always somebody that could just put on some of the best matches ever, whether it's hardcore matches or even just wrestling itself. And he was one of the hardest working guys in the business. No doubt about it, he will definitely be missed by a lot of wrestling fans, whether you're an ECW fan or a fan of some other promotion that you know him from. Just in general, Sabu was someone that really is going to be missed. And I definitely can tell you I'm really sad for his family. My heart and my prayers go out to them. I hope they pull through this. Rest in peace, Sabu. You will definitely be missed. Thank you for the memories. I loved all your matches. You're definitely going to be one of the best of all time. And I think that you are leaving behind a legacy, and all of us wrestling fans are greatly appreciative of the times you gave us. Thanks again for the memories, Sabu.